There's a Sailor Piper man here. Somebody told me I have like a twang. Do I have a twang? What kind of twang I have? Since the military, I lived in North Carolina. I lived in Washington State. I lived in California. I lived in other places. Do I have a twang? That's how I learned how to talk English. Oh, well. Then I got an accent. I know I got an accent. They tell me you got this accent. You Puerto Ricans call me a foreigner. I don't care. This is random thoughts. Let me tell you something. This is how I see it. This is Sailor the Piper and how I see it. This cancel culture got you guys, my white brothers, in their sights. They're trying to cancel you white men in America. I know you know it. You never heard it from a man like me. They're trying to cancel all white evangelicals. They're trying to cancel anybody that stands for the Constitution. They're trying to cancel anybody that believes in the Bill of Rights and work and earn a keeping and believe in the all red, white, and blue. They're trying to cancel you guys in the sky country, you guys in the Midwest. They're trying to cancel y'all in the deep south. Oh, hell yeah. Woo. If you got a Harley Davidson, they're trying to cancel y'all. If you smoke, if you drink Jack Daniels, they're trying to cancel y'all. If you drink Kentucky bourbon, they're trying to cancel y'all. Someone asked me years ago, you believe there's going to be a race war? There's already a race war. The race war is now being fought in ideology. But we can say, well, it's got nothing to do with me. I'm living my life here. I live in my neck of the wood. I don't bother nobody. You told to that man and his wife they had to pull a gun because these crazy socialists wanted to break down his gates, last year. And he stood there. They tried to cancel him and put him in jail, him and his wife, for defending his property. It was terrible. It was terrible. I love my white brothers. I love some of my black brothers. I love some of my Hispanic brothers. I love some of my Chicano brothers. I ain't got a qualm. You treat me with respect, I treat you with respect, man. I respect the wishes of how you want to live. If you respect the wishes how I live, I don't mock other people's culture. I look the good things of other people's culture, and if it's something that I like, the art, the music, I take it in. I got no problem with that. Even the food. I love certain Chinese food. Excuse me, my dog wants to get out. I don't believe in the cancel culture. Whoever came up with that concept, that's from the pit of hell. I don't believe in that. Canceling someone's opinion. If you don't have these people's opinion over here, they cancel you out. You're not effective. That is so non-American. When I went to school, I was taught it was a melting pot. Everybody come you're poor, come you're tired. To America, Make yourself something in America. Work hard. Get yours. I still believe that. That sound antiquated. I guess some people rather live in a system where everybody wears the same, walks the same, talks the same, thinks the same. And if you differentiate from that, you're canceled. To me, that sounds like communism. That sounds like communism. The fact that our Congress, the Senate, they're divided, trying to cancel each other out. That's so I'm un-American. It's un-American when you're canceling somebody else because they have a different skin tone or having a different culture or an ideology or a religious belief. That ain't the America I knew. Europe, they'll cancel you out. In Europe, they got cancel culture too. England, they got cancel culture. Up in Scandinavia, they're tired of these Muslims coming and not adopting to their culture. Whoever told you they were going to adopt? You accepted them, let them live like they want to live, you live like you want to live. But then it becomes part of the political struggle. Who's going to control the country? That's where they want to cancel you out. Enough of the talk about cancel culture. You guys got to deal with what I'm talking about. Now I do want to mention a little something about the Will Smith, Chris Rock fiasco. I turn on TV, I don't watch it. My wife came screaming with me. She was watching that. Will Smith hit Chris Rock. Smacked him. Smacked him like a bitch. That was a bitch smack. What I mean by that, he came out all feminine. If somebody would have said something to my wife, I'm walking down the street, somebody comes and say something disrespectful to my wife, you know what? I'm going to close my fist. I'm going to talk to the man first. If he's insistent or talking to me, my hand, I'm going to knock him out. I'm going to close my fist. I'm going to knock him out. Give him a Mike Tyson left hook. I'm not a violent man. There comes a time you might have to duke it out with somebody, so you might as well close your hand. A man closes his hand. Will Smith didn't do that. Will Smith went over to him, walked up to him nonchalantly, smacked him, turned around and walked away. Chris Rock took it, looked at him and said, well, you're the bitch in this situation because I'm the man. He took the high road. Smith went and sat down and from his seat started yelling, keep my wife's name out of your mouth. Keep your wife's name out of your mouth. No man does that. You know what his son is, right? What's going on here is a feminist takeover in Will Smith's household. Oh, Miguel, say, man, why are you saying that? Because that's a problem with America, feminism. First, they try to emasculate men. Like I said, some things you may not like, but what I got to say, but I'm going to tell you the truth. Number one, men are not standing up for what's right. They've allowed women, giving them ample opportunity to allow women to emasculate them, cut their weenies off. When you first meet a woman, you set down the law because you're a man. God made man first. Then brought his helpmate to create, procreate, to have children. Once God's orders is combobulated, you got all this mess. When you take about your Oriental and manhood, in the early societies, right, what did they do? There came a time where the son was initiated in the rights of a man, was taken out hunting. If it was the Greeks, the Spartans used to take the kids out there. The Indians, you had to get your first feather, you had to go fight, you got to get scalped, you got to do something. There was initiation into manhood. There was orientation. Fathers took care of the sons, women took care of the children. You got none of that. You got women that spread their legs, have children, and decide for the child doesn't need a father. So what happens? What is she going to show him? She can't show him how to be masculine. She's going to show him her way. And then you got the women complaining about men. You're the most responsible person because the child comes out of your womb, not of a man's womb. These women don't let men do what they got to do. Teach a kid how to hunt, carpentry, be a man, be a warrior, be protected of a woman, respect women. That's what a father teaches. That's what I taught my son. You respect the woman. I didn't teach him nothing else but to respect women. And these families turning around that, men are disrespectful because look what the women erasing the men. They decided to grow up their son all by themselves. Look, the majority. There's some good women that teach a man to be masculine, like my grandmother. They teach their sons to be feminine. That's all I got to say about that. Let me move on. Well, it seems like the Russian situation, the Russians are backing down, huh? They're not gonna fight no more. They're getting their butt whooped. That's what I said about the Ukrainians. Why I say that about the Ukrainians? Because I was with Ukrainian warriors. That's number one. Number two, I know the whole history. Ukrainians are Vikings. For the most part, they came down, settled in that region. Always been at war, always been hard people in the land. You got to be a hard person to live. Russians have always been soft. Always been soft. They act tough. I mean, you got your elements of Russians that are tough. They ain't so tough. When you don't stand up to a dictator, you're soft. But that's my view. Ukrainians, ain't no backing down from them boys. You seen for yourself. I wouldn't be surprised if the Ukrainians take Belarus. How the Belarusians who are fighting with them to overthrow that small dictator. This ain't going nowhere no how. But you got to be careful with Ukraine. This can turn around and end up biting America and European in the butt, especially Israel. When it's all over, they shake hands. Russia sees them as a military ally now, boy. You ever been in a fight with a person, you fight with a person, and he's fighting you, and you thought you were going to beat him up? You fighting your head, and he's fighting back. You fighting. That happened to me. I was fighting a guy. I thought I had him. I mean, we fought for half an hour. Boom, boom. He gave you. That rascal would not back down. I hit him, put him to the ground. He kept getting back up. I tried to walk away from him. He keep grabbed me by the neck, turned me around, says, "You ain't running away from me." Finally, I put him down. I said, "Stay down. You won't get put my foot on his chest." I said, "Stay down, boy." He looked at me. I said, "I ain't quitting. If I don't get you today, get you tomorrow." I just laughed. I laughed. Ha, ha. He said, "Why you laughing? I give him my hand like that, picked him up, and I said, "You a good fighter, man." I looked at him and said, "You a damn good fighter. You didn't. I got respect for you. I'm sorry." I said, "I'm sorry we even had this fight. I had no idea you had that warrior spirit in you, man." I said, I respect you, man. You didn't back down from me one bit." He looked at me. He was so surprised I came out with my mouth. I said, "You know what? I'm sorry. Let's be friends." He didn't know what kicked my butt. I kept putting him down. He kept getting up. He wiry. He kept getting up. After I looked at him, I said, "This kid is not gonna quit." That's how the Ukrainians are. They ain't got no quit in them, man. They got no quit in them. You gonna run into a race of people like some Mexicans. I seen in a boxing match, they could lose a fight. They could lose a battle. They ain't gonna quit. They're not gonna quit. They're gonna fight. They got that warrior a fight. I seen Puerto Ricans and Mexicans fight in a boxing ring. You hit me, I hit you. You hit me, I hit you. And it's a throwdown. Yeah, people like that, you gotta be careful, man. Who you pick your fight with. Don't underestimate a smaller person, or because they let that spirit in them. While you have no cause for a fight, they're gonna fight to protect their land. That's what's happened. The Russians were not ready. They underestimated them. They thought they were gonna kill over like everybody else, like the Russians in their own country, to kill over, give everything over to Putin, and scared of the military police. Not the Ukraine. I'm sorry, they learned the lesson. Now they're gonna shake hands, become best of friends. That's when it gets dangerous. Because they got somebody there, and the Ukrainians do not forget what the EU and NATO did. Abandoned them. They're not gonna forget that. Those people do not forget. They cannot rely. Yeah, I mean, we helped them with stuff, but the mere fact that we won't send jets, and we really didn't want to fight, they're gonna look at that for a long time. Maybe not this guy, but somebody else is gonna rile them up into some nationalism. Don't be surprised if the Ukrainians align themselves with Russia. That's the danger there. Russia and them unifying force is a danger to all of Europe. This is Sailor the Piperman, Piper the Sailorman, random thoughts. Just saying.